NEWS.MC on Monaco Info is brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties. Our exclusive interview with the personalities making the Principality.
My name is Sylvie Biancheri. I'm General Manager of the Grimaldi Forum in Monaco. It's a convention and cultural center of the Principality. I'm Parisian, was born in the suburb of Paris. My background is a business school in Paris with an option in finance. My first job was at Crédit Lyonnais. I was in charge of arranging the export financing of French companies towards Latin America. And I did that during 13 years. First for Crédit Lyonnais and then for Banque de l'Union Européenne. I met my husband in Paris. He was a banker too. Well, he has been asked by Prince Rainier to go back to Monaco to take a job as a civil servant at the Minister of Finance, so we decided to move. We arrived to Monaco in 1995. Obviously, the bank in Monaco, not at all in charge of this export financing aspects. So I decided to take a turn in my career. It was the opportunity, finally, change of life, change of destination, of location, and a new life with a new job. I joined the Tourism Board of Monaco during 2 years. At this moment, the Grimaldi Forum was still under construction. After these 2 years at the Tourism Board of Monaco, I joined a very, very small team, which was very exciting. The first team of the Grimaldi Forum, I would say. It was a great opportunity for me. We were just three. The general manager, Stéphane Martin, who became 1 year after the president of the Musée du Quai Branly in Paris. So he didn't stay a very long time, just 1 year. But this year with him was really very exciting, and also I learned a lot from him. So we built together, just the two of us, I would say, what we would like for the Grimaldi Forum. We did not decide, this very small team, we did not decide to make a sustainable building. When they decided to build this forum, it was before I arrived. There was already this project of having a convention center and cultural center, very sustainable in its functioning, really to be green. What does it mean? First of all, we use seas energy. The seas energy is used to heat and also to cool the system of air conditioned in the whole building. It's called thalassothermie. We have, as you know, a very large roof, and on this roof it is equipped with photovoltaic panels on a surface of around 2,500 square meters. It means that we are the biggest solar power plant of Monaco. 100% of the electricity we use is green, and we are fully equipped in all the spaces of the Grimaldi Forum with LED. So, of course, it's a low energy. We sought out a lot. It means that in 17 years, we improved our energy efficiency by 40%. We halved water consumption per visitor, and we doubled our waste sorting rate. So it's really impressive because, as you know, as you can imagine, we host, let's say, between 100 and 120 events per year, 300,000 visitors per year, half delegates and related to professional events, half for culture. And so this is a lot to manage. In spite of that, we had this result. So constantly we try to improve this way of acting. It's really a daily concern for everybody, for all the staff, who is trained also in this objective. I'm quite proud of what we did during these 25 years. We have been working now with all the major private and public institutions. They have been lending many artworks for us from Victoria Albert Museum, MoMA, Musée de l'Ermitage in Moscow. Well, today it's not anymore possible, but it was the case. Centre Pompidou with British Museum, with State. Last year we organized this wonderful exhibition about Turner. I think that now we are really able to be considered as a cultural institution. It's not easy, you know, when you start from scratch, and it was our case. We were having like a blank page, and you say to museums, well, we would like that you lend us these beautiful artworks of Warhol or Monet, or it's not easy, because when you are not in this a very small club, it's difficult to gain this place. Of course, today it's much easier to think about having exhibition about major painters than when we start. I must say that I have a wonderful staff. I think that the Grimaldi Forum staff is very well known for his expertise, his professionalism, and the fact that they really help advise our clients. We have been awarded many times by the event industry as the best overseas convention center in the world, like 14 times. It's not just one or two. It's a lot, and it's really thanks to this staff. The staff is quite loyal to the Grimaldi Forum. We have like 60% of our staff having an experience of at least 10 years at the Grimaldi Forum. So you know, you keep the know-how, you keep the expertise, and also you can transmit it. This is very important, because of course we need young people too. And after, it's just a question of organization, because it's our basic job, I would say. It's to help clients in organizing the best of their event, and that they come back. And we have, I must say, a very high rate of return. It is supposed to be at the very beginning just one-time event, and finally many clients now, we have got 15 times. They come back, and they have been experiencing other venues, and they come back. It's the case for the football kickoff during summer. It's the case of many clients. They try, but they say, but hey, at the Grimaldi Forum in Monaco, we save time also and money, because when coming back, we know that everything is already in mind and that you can really organize it very easily. Because they come back every year, it's important also to bring the best of the technology. Most of these events, you know, they grew up with us. We have a lot in common, I would say, and this is important to follow them and really to provide them with the best service. This is normal, I would say. It's normal because we owe them that. I keep it as a memorable, very memorable one for me, because it was opening, the official opening. So we decided to organize a very nice dinner in one of our main halls. It's called the Ravel Hall, where we used to exhibit very nice cultural exhibitions since the opening. And it was a beautiful dinner, and we transformed this hall in a wonderful Mediterranean garden. We organized a cultural exhibition because we immediately wanted to point out that this building was made as a convention center, but also as a cultural center. It was really important because it was a strong desire of Prince Rainier III to give Monaco a center that would ensure, on one hand, the development of business tourism, but on the other hand, to place Monaco, to put Monaco on the international map for hosting major cultural events. And the promise is to keep at the same quality, not really at parity, I would say. It's not a question of percentage of activity, but really we want to get the best of the culture and get the best of the professional event. So we organized a cultural exhibition. It was called RR. We exhibited some creation by artists, but inflatable ones. Why? It was really something, can you imagine, 25 years before. You say, we pretend to be a very high-profile cultural center, and we exhibit inflatables. But of course, it was Yayoi Kusama, it was Li Boule, it was a very big artist, many Asian artists, because at this time Asian artists were working a lot on this concept of inflatable artworks. And we exhibited them everywhere in the space, in all the spaces, because it was also a way for people, for visitors to discover the building. So we did that, and I must say that people were a little, were quite amazed by that. They didn't know. You have to keep in mind that in the year 2000, when we opened the Grimaldi Forum, you know, there was no exhibition organized in Monaco. There was no space for that, no hall, and no hall with, you know, the characteristic needed, compatible for hosting very high standard artworks. I think that it has been something saying, hey, now we are here, the Grimaldi Forum exists, there will be something different who will happen in all the fields, culture and business. As you may know, Centre Pompidou is going to close for very heavy works during 5 years. And when we learned that, it was already 4 years ago, we decided to contact and to liaise with the president, and I asked him if we could get the best, the very best of the collection of Centre Pompidou, because finally Centre Pompidou is always all year long, so it's really difficult, you know, to have together all the masterpieces at the same time. And this will be the case thanks to that, thanks to these works at the Centre Pompidou, and it will be the first exhibition out of the walls of Centre Pompidou, and it's for us. So I'm really happy about that. And it's going to be a very original exhibition, because it will be like a multi-sensorial exhibition. Very interesting, because we work with an IRCAM engineer to create specific sound that you consider as representing the green or the pink color or the red color. And we will get also a perfume. We work in close collaboration with Fragonard and NEWS, I think we say that so, Alexis Dadier, and he will create also perfume, the green perfume, the yellow perfume. So it will be something quite different from the usual visits of a cultural exhibition. The first thing is that now we're getting bigger, and this is very important for the future of business tourism. We have the chance of having an extension, of benefiting from an extension from Mare Terra. It was a unique occasion for us to develop, because as you know, between the beach and the Japanese garden, because we are already 20 meters below sea level, we cannot build really underneath, so we could not increase the height. So it was the only possibility for us to expand. And this was important also to follow our clients and to support them in the growth of their events. I told you we grew up together, but now some events are already too big for the existing building. So for sure, this extension, it represents 6,000 square meters in 3 different spaces. This will be for us the future of business tourism. For us, it's like a breath, and we can not only support the growth of our existing client, but we can also combine this, the existing building, this extension, to get more events, to host more events. We have this modularity and this flexibility we were expecting for a long time. These new spaces, 2 of them, because it's 3 different spaces, you can use them as exhibition space, but we have also mobile partition that you can install very easily, already in place. And so this saves cost for our clients and also time. And we can really create also additional meeting rooms. And this is something which brings us many assets. And I am really sure that in the near future, because now we started to commercialize this extension. We have the first client end of January, so we did not wait very long. We were pretty sure that we were on time. We will be able, I think, to bring an added value with these spaces. So this is it. Basically, my goal, my main target is really to increase now the turnover and to bring more added value for the whole principality. You know, we have a turnover of 24 million euro in 2024. It's the turnover we were having in 2019. If you remember, 2019 was the best year ever for tourism everywhere in the world. In 2024, so just before having this extension, we already at the same level. So this is great, because it was not easy, I can tell you, with all the noises, the dust, all the inconveniences due to the works of this extension and of Maritera construction. So now it's over. Everything is clear, everything is clean, from the Larvoto Beach to the Casino Square. Visitors, delegates can really enjoy the new Monaco, I would say, and also the new Grimaldi Forum. And I think it's going to be a real asset for us. We have to keep in mind the question of size of Monaco. We do that for shows. It means that, for example, anti-aging, in 3 days, we have 15,000 people passing through the Grimaldi Forum. But it's a show. If we talk about convention, we need to limit the capacity of conventions to 3,000 people, because the hotel capacity is limited too. So I think that now we can really compete. We were already competing, but we will have more assets to compete in a better way, I would say. The Grimaldi Forum is one of the most beautiful convention centers, the most modern, the most well-equipped. So, of course, we are in this map, I would say, of business tourism. We have today many clients coming from everywhere, not only France, Italy, Germany, let's say north of Europe, also, of course, UK, which is a very important market for us. And recently, since, let's say, 1 year and a half, the return of the US, which is also a very important source of clients and of big conventions for us, and very interesting added value congresses. So this is what we try to target. We are not done for every congress, but I think that definitely we have all the tools to be able to compete with the most important convention center in Europe, for sure. We will get a Magritte exhibition in 2027, a big retrospective. This is something that, yes, we can really think about seriously today. We were not able to imagine that 20 years ago. So it's really, I would say, step by step, but I think that we have installed a trust with the cultural institution. It was very important because, you know, generally between museums or cultural institutions, they lend each other collections. We don't have any collection. We are not a museum. So, you know, we cannot deal, hey, you can lend me a Rembrandt and I can give you a Monet. This is not possible for us. We need every time to persuade the institution that we try to produce a cultural exhibition with an added value, with something that people never saw before, never visited before. As an example, if we take a Picasso, there has been so many Picasso exhibitions in the world. So you need to think about, well, what can I bring? When can I say, what can I defend to say, well, I'm gonna do a Picasso exhibition, but with something specific, which will be of the interest of the journalists and also of the lenders, private or public lenders, but of the lenders. And this is something today, because it's not easy to organize a very upscale, international, renowned exhibition. We need to argue, we need to fight and to explain that, yes, we will make something exceptional. We have this hall, which is exceptional. We have 4,000 square meters, which is great. We have more than 7 meter ceiling height in this hall, which is also great and rarely seen. And we have the possibility in this hall, we start from scratch and we conceive completely the scenography and we adapt it to the artworks. And this is really our signature and also our added value, because when you have a museum, they have walls, they have already, some rooms, and you have to fit and to organize the exhibition according to the structures of these walls. We can adapt everything. For a curator, it's a dream, and for the scenographer, it's a dream too. And for the lenders also. But, generally they tell us, it's a long time ago, I've never seen my artworks like that, because we can exhibit them in a very specific way. I think that what is important for this organizer is that we try to give them some advices and a way to attract the exhibitors and to construct, to build the exhibition differently, to create some lounges. Today, a professional event, it's not anymore just booths and you visit the different exhibitors. It's not like that. You need to create some animations. You need to have interaction with the visitors. You need to provide them with some breakout sessions with some speakers specialized in certain topics. And this is a real evolution in business tourism. You have to move forward all the time. And we need to help our clients moving forward and to take the very best of our premises in this objective. What is incredible in Monaco is that when you decided to do something, when you have a goal, we have the assets and we have also the money to reach these goals. And this is great. Today we're going to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Grimaldi Forum. And when you visit the premises, and it's a case for all our clients, they say, hey, this building, but how old is it? Maybe it's 10 years, it's when has it been built? And when you say, no, it's 25 years already, it's so amazing because, we have the means to keep all the equipments very updated, to maintain the building and to have it at a very high level. And we can, of course, also invest in new things to improve our sustainability aspects. So it's really great. My parents used to have an apartment at Juan-les-Pins, and so every summer we were having like a traditional visit to Monaco, and I remember we were wearing very nicely, much more than if we were going to the beach, to go to the palace. And it's very funny because, of course, I wouldn't have imagined that I would spend a very large part of my life here, and a very exciting one professionally. I was really impressed by Monaco, I remember, because everything was very nice, was very clean. I was having that in mind, effectively, the memory of a beautiful Monaco, because I was living in the suburb of Paris, not the very nice one, more the Val d'Oise, so it was much more the countryside at that time. And so, of course, it was a shock every time I was going to Monaco. I think that Monaco has many things to improve its attractiveness in the forthcoming years, because the international environment is not really nice at the moment. Many people want to leave the place where they live, and Monaco is a perfect destination for people who have professional projects already clear in their mind. We were having a stand-up yesterday at the forum with big names of humor in France, Gad Elmaleh, Roman Frécinet, and one of them told me, oh yeah, but you know, it's really complicated to buy a flat in Monaco. We cannot buy like that. I said, yes, of course you can. It's worth explaining more Monaco, explaining that Monaco is very open, that you can apply for a job without being monegasque, for example, or that many people work in Monaco, at least that. So I think that Monaco has a great future. I think that more and more people also concerned by the safety, and I think that it brings many advantages for someone who wants really to invest. So I'm not really worried, you know. And for business, I'm not worried at all. You know why? For business tourism, for example. There has been a drastic change since the COVID, but effectively, I can tell you that 25 is a very good year already, and it's just the beginning of the extension. We were not able to organize visits for our clients. Now we will be able to do that now, so it's going to be much more efficient, I think, for our commercialization. And yes, 25-26, it's already very good. And I'm really confident for the future, yes.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching NEWS.MC, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Discover more interviews and stories on our websites, NEWS.MC and MonacoInfo.com. This show was brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties.